Since 2004, Ford withdrew from the big F1 stages because of financial difficulties and high monetary costs. However, after their time in other competitions in the racing world like NASCAR, FIA World Endurance Championship, and the Australian Supercars, they've made significant moves towards coming back to the main game under the present big dogs, Red Bull. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we'll look at Ford's proposed move back to F1 under Red Bull. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Let's get right into it. The US manufacturers were in the F1 racing ground for 38 years, from 1966. Their first appearance was in 1963 when Stebro used their 105E engine in the 1963 United States Grand Prix. They then signed a deal with the Cosworth engine producers. This deal brought about the DFV engines, the dominant power sources in the 1960s and 70s. However, this supremacy lasted only a short time, as the need for DFVs was no longer compulsory. They were also providers of the Jordan team's engine, but halted this deal later. In 1966, they began a partnership with Stewart, but faced some reliability problems. After their fourth place finish in the 99 season, Ford decided to buy out the race team, rebranding it as Jaguar, which marked their downfall. They never got the chance to battle with the top teams. They were sold to Red Bull and ultimately dropped out of F1 in 2004. Yikes. They also claimed that the expenses were burdensome, hence leading to their exit from the competition. Since they left, they have still continued to compete in less costly events around the world. But recently, reports have gone around that Ford has been exploring a return back into F1. So how? The Blue Ovals had not shown interest in returning to the Grand Prix, but with the growth of F1, especially in the United States, they began to rethink their decisions. In early September, Porsche laid off their deal to join Red Bull after the continuous elongation of the deals. Porsche didn't plan to engage in the engine's day-to-day running, as they wanted their only contributions to involve money, assets, and funds. Their agreement also seemed to give 51% of Red Bull's technological control to them, and Dietrich Mateschitz, Red Bull's owner, was in favor of this. However, this did not please CEO Christian Horner, motorsport advisor Helmut Marko, and Chief Technical Officer Adrian Newey, the big bulls, as they saw this as a way of power falling into the hands of Porsche. Hence, both parties called the deal off. Hyundai also made an offer to the team, but the same power control limitation struck off the deal at its onset. Honda is another piece in this jigsaw. After they left F1 in the early period of the COVID-19 pandemic, they still remained the branding of Red Bull's power units. However, they are poised to return as a power unit manufacturer in 2026, and everyone believed they would see a Red Bull and Honda collaboration again. But here's the catch: Honda has claimed they will be returning independently. Also, Red Bull's team principal Christian Horner has claimed that they are going to be responsible for the production of their own power units from 2026. "We are fully focused on a Red Bull power unit, and if there was a like-minded partner that could contribute something to the project, then of course you would absolutely have to consider this, but it's not a prerequisite," said Horner. "We will be the only team other than Ferrari to have engine and chassis all on one campus under one roof. We believe that for the long-term competitiveness of the team, it is absolutely the right thing to be doing. And of course, there are other opportunities it presents as well." The repelling force between Honda and Red Bull is still once again the control of engine manufacturing. Presently, Honda has been in charge of the manufacturing of Red Bull engines since Verstappen's maiden win in 2019. However, they want more control in the manufacturing of the entire engine in their Suzuka facility. However, Red Bull still wanted to continue the manufacturing of the V6 powertrains of their engine. They also wish to have the whole engine building remain under one campus for flexibility and creativity. So they have decided to step back because giving Honda naming rights and control over engine manufacturing does not make sense to them. Wow. It's sensible since back in 2004, Ford was sold to Red Bull by Jaguar. So how do they plan on getting into this Red Bull team that wants total control of their engine constructions? Cash. Ford hopes to keep pumping loads and loads of money, as long as they have their logo on the engines. This is fairly sensible regarding the costs of building a new facility, and they aren't interested in technical or technological control, unlike the former proposed deal by Porsche. From what we now know, Red Bull is comfortable with the Ford deal because, after all, it is just a sticker on the car that is their impact. So they continue to get huge sums of cash for little effect from their side. They also have their constructions remain on the campus, as they wanted while with Honda. This deal seems perfect for Red Bull as they are achieving everything the Honda, Hyundai, and Porsche deals fail to offer: power, control, manufacturing in their campus, and lots of cash. One might still wonder if this is just a crafty way for Red Bull to draw back their deal with Honda or a new dawn for Ford. We have to wait, as legal interpretations have been made for this deal, but as it looks, Ford is most likely to take the feat. They did not deny the rumors, as the American manufacturers said in public, "We do not comment on speculative stories." Let's see where all the Red Bull and Ford Pebbles will land. Speaking of inclusions to the grids, the Andretti family has also shown interest in bringing their Andretti Global Race Team to the grids in 2024. This move has seriously stirred water, as it means there will be the inclusion of an 11th team on the racetracks. Andretti Global Race Company is currently run by F1 legend Mario Andretti and his son Michele. After the failure to buy the Sauber organization, they submitted a deal to the FIA and claimed that all ingredients are in place to be introduced to the 2024 season, all except the agreement of other teams who wanted to avoid having the prize money cut short. That's the end of today's video. If you have any other conspiracies behind the Ford deal or any idea why Andretti Global is seeking to increase the general numbers, be sure to leave those thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time, and thanks for joining.